The Young and the Restless, spoilers, full Tuesday, July 28. Welcome back to our channel. Today is a fantastic day to dive deep into the absolute madness that is Genoa City. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get right into the thick of it because we have a lot to unpack. I cannot believe what I just watched. Seriously, my heart is still pounding, and I am typing this so fast because I just have to get these feelings out into the universe before I literally explode. And I know you guys are feeling the exact same way because my phone has been blowing up nonstop. But seriously, can we talk about the absolute chaos unfolding right now? I mean, I have been watching this show for years, and I swear, sometimes these characters make me want to throw my remote at the television screen. Tonight's episode was a masterclass in tension, hidden secrets, and people making the absolute worst decisions possible. I'm looking directly at you, Billy Abbott. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start with the Newman Ranch, because that interrogation scene, pure, unadulterated, cinematic. So Victor and Victoria are cornering Adam and Chelsea in the living room, and the tension is so thick you could cut it with a chainsaw. Victoria walks in and just immediately starts grilling them about how they managed to get Newman Media back from Sally and Audra. And Victor? Oh, Victor is sitting there in his CEO chair acting like he is the moral authority. I cannot with him. He literally just tried to ruthlessly steal the company from Sally out from under her, using every dirty trick in the book, and now he's demanding to know how Adam pulled it off. The hypocrisy is actually blinding, and Adam, bless his heart, is trying to play it cool. He looks Victor dead in the eye and asks, "Don't you trust us?" Ha! As if trust has ever existed in that family. When has Victor Newman ever trusted anyone, let alone Adam? Then Adam tries to sell this fabricated story that he and Chelsea just threatened Sally and Audra into giving it up. He says they made the smart choice and walked away. But Victoria is not buying a single word of it. And honestly, can you blame her? Victoria knows how this game is played because she learned from the master himself. She straight up points out that Victor gave them a similar ultimatum and it didn't work. So why on earth would it work for Adam? This is where Chelsea steps in, and I have to say, I kind of love seeing her defend her man. She claims that Adam didn't convince them, she did. She spins this whole tale about how she managed to talk them down. But Victoria is like a dog with a bone. She narrows her eyes and says she has a strong feeling they are hiding something. And they are, we all know, Adam actually bought the company with his own money to protect Sally from Victor because of his endless guilt over baby Ava. The secret is so huge, and it is just sitting there in the middle of the room like a ticking time bomb waiting to decimate the entire family. And then Adam just snaps. You can see the exact moment he loses his patience with their relentless probing. He gets super defensive, his voice raises, and he yells, "Am I back to the dark side?" "No, I'm still here as your loyal soldier. I swear I felt that in my soul." Adam has been trying so hard to prove himself to Victor, to be the good son, to play by the rules, and the second he does something remotely out of the box, they treat him like a criminal. He literally tells Victoria to keep pushing if she wants the old Adam back. "Yes, Adam, give it to her." But Chelsea stands her ground and tells him Adam doesn't deserve this treatment. And then Adam drops that iconic line, "I guess it's not a coup if you don't pull it off, right, Dad?" Boom. Mic drop. But of course, Victoria and Victor just agree that they are hiding something, and Victoria vows to do everything she can to find out what it is. I am absolutely dreading the moment Victoria uncovers the truth. She is going to use it to destroy Adam and probably try to get him kicked out of Newman. Okay, back to the point. Let's talk about Sally and Audra. These two are currently celebrating their deal, and Audra is actually being the voice of reason. I know, shocker, right? Audra Charles giving solid, rational advice. What alternate universe are we living in? Audra tells Sally she needs to tell Billy the truth before he hears it from someone else. And Audra is 100% right. You cannot keep a secret like this in Genoa City. The walls have ears. The plants have ears. The coffee cups at Crimson Lights have ears. But Sally is terrified. She says she wants to tell him in public. In public? Do you know how scared you have to be of your boyfriend's reaction to want to break news to him in a public place so he can't make a scene? That just breaks my heart for Sally. She is already dealing with so much trauma, so much corporate stress, and now she has to manage Billy's fragile, unpredictable ego. It's exhausting just watching. So Sally calls Billy to find out where he is. And where is Billy? He's at home telling Kane Ashby how excited he is to start working with him. Wait, Kane? Don't even get me started on Kane being back in the mix and working with Billy, but that's a whole tangent. So Billy is at home and he gets a call from his mother, Jill. And what does he do? He ignores it and starts snooping on his laptop to find out what secrets Jill is hiding, because of course he is. Billy Abbott cannot just live a normal, drama-free life. He has to go digging for trouble. He is so obsessed with everyone else's secrets, he doesn't even realize a massive, life-altering bomb is about to drop right in his own living room. He's looking for Jill's secrets, while his own girlfriend is hyperventilating about how to tell him hers. And then the bomb drops. But it's not Sally who drops it. Oh no, it's Victoria Newman, because the universe just loves to torture Sally Spectra. Victoria shows up at Billy's place looking for Sally. And Victoria, being the absolute ice queen that she is, just casually mentions the Newman media deal. Oh, I'm sure Sally told you how they convinced her and Audra to hand it back. The audacity. Victoria knew exactly what she was doing. She didn't come over there to look for Sally. She came over there to test Billy, to see if he knew, and to stir the pot. And Billy, trying to save face because his ego cannot handle being out of the loop, pretends like he already knows. He plays it off like, oh yeah, it's her company. But you can just see the gears turning in his head. His ego is bruising by the second. You can literally see the anger bubbling up behind his eyes. And right at that exact agonizing moment, Sally walks in. She sees Victoria sitting there, and you can practically see Sally's soul leave her body. The sheer panic on her face. Billy looks at Sally and says, Victoria was just telling me about you giving Newman Media back to Adam and Chelsea. The tension. I was screaming at my TV. Sally tries to explain, her voice shaking, saying they knew Victor was coming for them and they could lose everything. And Victoria, she just gives this smug, condescending little smile, says, well, it's all settled now, so you can move on, and walks out. I despise Victoria in these moments. She is so calculated. She came there specifically to ruin Sally's day and cause a massive fight between her and Billy, and she succeeded flawlessly. She practically floated out of that apartment. The second the door closes, Billy drops the act. He assumes Victoria came specifically to tell him because Sally was too scared He asks Sally if she was too afraid to tell him, and she begs him not to be mad at her. And this is where I contradict myself, because a minute ago I was mad at Billy, but now I'm just exhausted by him. He says he's not mad at her. He says, "Oh, I'm mad all right, but not at you. I'm mad at Adam and Chelsea, and I am not going to let this go. No, Billy, stop." Sally literally begs him to let it go. She just wants peace. We all know Billy Abbott. He is a dog with a bone when it comes to Adam Newman. He is going to use this to go after Adam, and in doing so, he is going to expose the very secret Adam is using to protect Sally. Billy is going to ruin everything because he can't control his own vendettas. Am I the only one who sees this massive train wreck? He doesn't care about what Sally needs. He only cares about sticking it to Adam. It is going to be disastrous. Okay, I need to take a deep breath. Let's pivot, because the end of the episode completely shattered me. I am talking about Nikki. I've been watching Nikki Newman for decades, and seeing her like this is just, it's gut-wrenching. The scene starts with her at her vanity. She is using her hands, just feeling around the table, trying to find a tube of lipstick. She finds it, she goes to put it on, and then she just stops. She puts the cap back on. That tiny, subtle moment. Give Melody Thomas Scott all the Emmys. It was such a quiet display of total defeat. Nikki Newman, the woman who is always perfectly put together, the matriarch who never lets a hair fall out of place, realizing she can't even apply her own lipstick anymore. It broke me. It was so raw and so real. She goes downstairs, and Victor asks her about a broken mirror. And Nikki, with this hollow, dead voice, says it wasn't an accident. She smashed it. Because why does she need a mirror if she can't see her own reflection? It is so dark and so tragic. And then Victoria walks in. And Victoria, probably still riding high from ruining Sally's day, asks her mother how she's feeling. Nikki just explodes. She snaps. She says she is not fine. She is blind. The raw emotion in her voice was staggering. Nikki's always been so proud, so fiercely independent. She has survived cults, alcoholism, MS, and countless enemies. But this complete loss of control is breaking her spirit. She tries to walk away from them, just wanting to escape the pity in their eyes, even though she can't see it. She knows it's there. She can feel them staring at her like she's a broken doll. And as she walks away, she stumbles. She literally trips, and Victor has to rush over and catch her. He pulls her into his arms, and Nikki just breaks down. She sobs into his chest. "I hate this. I hate it. I was literally crying on my couch." Say what you will about Victor and Nikki and their toxic, endless cycle of drama, but in that moment, Victor holding her while she completely surrendered to her despair, it was incredibly powerful. It makes you forget that Victor literally tricked her into signing away her company shares while she was drugged. See, this show makes me crazy. I hate Victor for what he did to her business, for stealing her legacy while she was vulnerable, but I love him for catching her when she falls. My emotions are all over the place. So, where do we go from here? Because the fallout from this episode is going to be nuclear. Billy is absolutely going to go on a crusade against Adam. He thinks Adam manipulated Sally, when in reality, Adam sacrificed his own standing with Victor and used his own money to save Sally's company. When Billy starts poking around, Victor and Victoria are going to find. And when Victor finds out that Adam used his own money to buy Newman Media just to protect Sally Spectra, Victor is going to disown Adam. Again, for the millionth time, And Chelsea is going to be caught right in the middle of it, probably regretting ever sticking her neck out for him in that living room. And what about Sally? She is already dealing with so much. If Billy goes off the rails and starts a war with Adam, it is going to put Sally right back in the crosshairs of the Newman family. She just wanted to be free of them. That's why she took the deal. But Billy's massive ego is going to drag her right back into the mud. I swear, Billy never thinks about how his actions affect the women, and he only thinks about beating Adam. It is a sickness at this point. I kind of wish Sally had just stayed with Adam, to be honest. At least Adam actually understands her darkness. Wait, no, Adam is with Chelsea now, and they are kind of cute together when they aren't lying to Victor. I don't even know what I want anymore. I just want Sally to be happy and successful without these men ruining her life. For Nikki, I am terrified. We know Victor is secretly liquidating her assets. What happens when Nikki finds out that while she was going blind, while she was crying in his arms, her husband was stealing her legacy? The betrayal is going to destroy her. She is already at her lowest point, sobbing in his embrace, trusting him completely. When the truth about the medical proxy and the Newman Enterprises shares comes out, it is going to be the end of Victor and Nikki. I mean it this time. You can't come back from that level of deceit. Or maybe they will, because they always do, but it is going to be incredibly ugly. I just can't handle the anticipation. Tomorrow's episode cannot come fast enough. I need to know if Billy is going to confront Adam immediately or if he's going to scheme behind his back. I need to know if Victoria is going to hack into Adam's bank accounts to prove he bought the company. And I just want someone to give Nikki a hug and tell her it's going to be okay. This show is ruining my sleep schedule, but I wouldn't have it any other way. What do you guys think? Am I crazy for being this mad at Billy? Let me know, because I feel like I'm losing my mind over here.